Ferrari set the crazy season in the driver market in motion when they announced quite early on that they won't be renewing Sebastian Vettel's contract and would instead sign current McLaren driver Carlos Sainz for next year. A few races on, team principal Mattia Binotto has now revealed his current thoughts on it all. I'm your host Dylan Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Vettel finding a seat for 2021 is a success for Ferrari? Binotto started by divulging his thoughts on their signing for the future. I'm very excited. We made our choice and I think we made the right choice. I'm very pleased with Carlos joining the team, very pleased with our lineup. Both of them are very young, starting to have some experience. We're looking not only for a victory, but for a long cycle, creating solid foundations. He further elaborated on this. When you're trying to create solid foundations and basing it on a young team, not only engineers, technicians, but drivers, it's the choice you should make. He also considers it their success that Vettel was able to find a seat for 2021. I think the fact that we decided very early and we communicated to him very early that he wouldn't be re-signed was to give him a chance to find a seat, and the fact that he found a seat is a success as well for us. Fast feed. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has likened the situation surrounding driver Max Verstappen to Michael Schumacher when he drove for Benetton in the mid-90s. He further explained there were not many teammates who could drive the car in the manner and fashion that Michael was able to. He also feels that Max can cope with some of the car's nuances, whereas whether it was Pierre or Daniel on occasions, and certainly Alex, it has an effect. His driver Alex Albon has elaborated on how after the updates have come along to the car, Saturdays have been feeling better and better. He has also been feeling a bit more confident and in tune with the car, which has made the Sundays better as well. McLaren's Carlos Sainz has stated the great result at Monza was an important boost for the entire team, but what happened at Mugello is something he hopes to never see again in a race. He also added they will discuss it all together again in Russia to understand what happened and agree on how they can avoid it in the future. He further explained how 9 races in 11 weekends was super tough for the whole crew, so it's been good to have some time to rest. Former F1 driver Vitaly Petrov thinks that defending champion Lewis Hamilton's shirt is superfluous, just like calling everyone to kneel. It is a personal matter for every adult. He further pointed out how in Russia they have a different mentality and they don't know the kind of problem Hamilton is talking about. Renault's managing director Cyril Abitbol feels that his driver Esteban Ocon is not as far away from Daniel as it seems. He has to accept that Daniel is a real benchmark and that he has to set realistic targets. He also added that the back of the car has become much more stable and Daniel feels very comfortable with that. He further explained they certainly need to develop further because they know that future driver Fernando does not make any mistakes and they will have no more excuses. Alonso meanwhile visited the team's factory and has stated that it was an incredible thrill to go back to the factory. Alex Albon feels that Sochi doesn't tend to be an amazing track for them as a team, but you never really know what to expect until you get to the track. And he also thinks that it provides some more optimism that things are getting closer and added that the goal is to always catch Mercedes as they are the benchmark. Should the fact that Vettel secured a drive for 2021 be considered a success for Ferrari? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.